been going, started with a $1,000 bankroll. Hopefully I got a setup. Looks like I do. All right. All right, started out earlier. With a $1,000 bankroll. Had a little bit going on with about 330 down, so I took a break. I come back a little later, and I was going to try it again. Lost about another 400, something like that, up to 1,000, and decided that I was going to take another little break. So I've added a $500 marker. So I've got 6. 45, 656. I got 656. So I'm just going for a little bit longer. I started out, and I'm just keeping the same tracking. So I've got 84 rows already into this $1,000 bankroll. But I'm just going to try to come back up. You know, because if I was playing for real with a casino, at a casino, I wouldn't lose all my money at one time. If I see that it's not working out so great, I would go take a break. So that's basically what I've been doing. So try to bring this bankroll back up this time. 555 ATS, $10 on pass, and $2 on any crouch. Here we go. 5353 on the dice set. Nice split. I'll start this over. We got a hard 4, 2-2. 2-2 hard 4. Mark the 4. All right, we're on. All right, so we'll do 25s on the outside, and we're putting 130 on the inside. Point is 4. 5353 on the dice set. Dice are out. Two, 1, 3. 3 traps. Out. 6-6. Midnight. Dots we got. Four, 1, 5. We have 4, 1, 5. Plays 49. 2 inside hits and regress down to 76 inside. And then press. Not gonna make it, guys. Looks like we got the same luck we had earlier. 4, 3. Never made it past that second hit, or we didn't ever get that second inside hit. So we might just have to go on the come out instead of just staying off on the come out, taking 2 hits down. The strategy just seems not to be working for me, so I'm just going to do this 555 on ATS. Get some change. Put 10 on the pass line, and put 2 on mini craps. Dice her up. Aces in both places. So that will pay $4. Lose 10 here, win 14. Pays $4. Mark. Dice her out. 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. $30 on the inside again. $30 inside. Looking for 2 hits on the inside numbers. Looking for 2 inside hit numbers and regress to 76 on the inside. I just don't know why I can't get past these hits today. Dice her out. 4, 5, 9. 4, 5, 9. There's the first hit. Hey, it's a long way. 49. Well, we can reduce. Well, we can bring 79 back into our rack. That's right. 6, 5, yo. Yo. Dice her out. And there it is again. Just can't get past these 2 hits. We can't get past these 2 hits. 617. So this is what I'm going to do. since I can't get past these hits on this bedding. I haven't went out of money yet, so haven't went out of money yet. So instead of betting, just act like we just been going full tilt. Take 200. And take 300 and change. Like that. Go full tilt. 25-25 on ATS and 220 on the inside. Cut them on. We've got to have a $10 pass line. Cut them on. And we come out. Just go full tilt. Nice route. 426. 70. Reduce now down to 130 and then inside. Put 160 back in our rack off the first hit. So we still need to get 60 back off the board on the inside. I'm going to mark that 6. Five, 3, 8. It's going to pay the long way. It's going to pay 35. I'm going to pay the long way. I'm going to drop $1 from the rack. This way I'm able to that 60 back in the rack, break that 6 and 8 down to 18 on the inside. Actually, I'm breaking the whole inside numbers down to 76 on the inside. So I've got some staying alive money back. Staying alive money. Staying alive. Nice route. Oh, that bounced high. 3, 1, 4. 3, 1, 4. For $1. Pays 50. 4 is marked. We press the 4 and the 10. Oh. 5, 3, 5, 3. Staying alive. Nice route. Oh Lord. We got our inside money back. We had a chance to take our outside off. I said it was almost full tilt. Guys, this ain't working out for me today. I'm just gonna I'm gonna call it a night because I am way down. I got my staying alive money back for the most part, except I had 75 on my all tall small. That was ugly. I'm not gonna call it a night. I say I am, but I'm not. We're putting 15 right back up here and 10 right here. We are gonna do this 220 again. We didn't quite stay alive from the last hand because 15. We wasn't able to get our outside numbers off the board. But I've got like all the way, I'm all in now. So I'm like all in. I got the $2. I'm like all in right here. Been waiting for a long roll all day and hadn't had one yet. Just creeping down and down and down. Here we go, dice out. 6, 3, 9. Page 70. Staying alive. Break these down just a little so we can try to get some staying alive money back. So basically we're taking 160 back in off of our 220 inside numbers. You gotta keep in mind that we got 50 out there on the outside. 10 on the pass and 15 on ATS. Nice round. And hit the table. 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. I got fortunate that time because when I swung them backwards and then back down, my fingers tapped the table, throw my swing off. But I hit a 5, so hey. So I'm gonna pay it the long way and break it all the way down to 76 on the inside. 76 on the inside. I just collected 76 on the inside. Let me see what we're gonna do here. I gotta get some change for that because I want to see. I want to see how that does. How that breaks down. 76 on the inside off of the second hit. That hit was a 5. Started at 220. The first hit I put in 160. And this hit I'm getting to put in 103. So 160 and 103. So that's 273 that I've racked back up. Let me see what I started with. I started with 220, 270, 280, 295. So I started with 295 on the board. On the come out row, I worked, I hit, I made up. So I made 2 inside hits and I've racked back in 273, starting with 220, 270, 280, 295. Started with 295, I've racked back in 273. So staying alive money. Staying alive money. Like right before this one, I went like on full chill. The rest of what I had, a little bit frustrated with the quick 7. Dice are out. 2, 3, 5 again. That pays 28. So what I'll do this time, take the 28, do same bit, because I had collected 273. That makes 276 plus a quarter. 301. 301. All right, I've collected 301. I started with 295. I've got 76 on the inside, 50 on the outside. I still got $10 pass and 15 working on the ATS, and I put 301 back in my rack. So, you know, maybe that's more of what I need to do to stay alive instead of whatever else it's been doing. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to mark that 5. Staying alive. Nice roll. 4, 6, 10. 4, 6, 10. All right, it cost $1 to win 50. I'm gonna press that 4 and 10. We're gonna mark this 10. All right, 5, 3, 5, 3. Nice roll. 2, 2, hard 4. 2, 2, hard 4. Costs $2 to win 100. Mark the 4. 4 is marked. $100. I'm just going to push the 4 and the 10 up a quarter each, and that allow me to rack 50 and press 50. Nice route, looking for 9. Four, 1, 5. 4, 1, 5. All right, it pays 28. We're going to drop the dealer 2 for 30. And we're just going to press the 5 and 9 up to 35 each. Mark the 5, mark the 5. 5, 3, 5, 3 on the dice set. Nice route. 2, 1, 3. Craps. 2, 1, 3. Rubbish. 5, 3. 5, 3. Nice route. 5, 3, 8. We have 18 on the bet. Pays us 21. We'll drop the dealer 3. And that presses both 6 and 8 up. 30 each. Nice route. Five, 2 big red 7. So we needed a 6 and a 2 for a small. We needed a yo and 12 for a tall. At least we had staying alive money. We made a little bit of money on that hand. Just a little bit of money on that hand. Almost was to call it a night right before that roll there, and I said, no, I'm just going to go all in. So I went all in, except for $2 in my rack. Had 6 or 7 rows right there, 8 rows, I don't know what it was. And was able to do a staying alive. Was able to do a staying alive session. 325, 335, so I went from 297 to 335, so it wasn't much of a staying alive. Left a lot on the board. Overall, terrible today. Terrible. Change for the 100. Gotta have some change for the quarter. Wait a minute. I need change. Alright, so 25 goes 10 here. 555 here. And we're right back to the very beginning again. Back to the beginning. $270, $285, $220, $270, $285, $295 on the board. So apparently I didn't do some kind of math right, because the last time when I started I had the same setup except for $2 more on any crowds. And I didn't even have any $2. I had the same setup and I only had $2, so I made a little more than I thought I did this week. Well, that's right, $40. That's about right. All right, we got to get our staying alive money back. We're gonna have to grind this out. This could take a while. It could take a while to battle back. 4, 5, 9. It could take a while to battle back since I've got myself in such a bad hole today. This could take a while. But what I have to do is I have to keep doing this method because I have to try to stay alive. So I just now pulled 160 right off the board on one hit. Got 295 out there. I took 160 back that time. Once a minute. Trying to get my staying alive money back. Get staying alive money back. 538. 538. That pays 35. Pays 35, and I always pay it the long way. That way I can pull them 60 off. I can pay it the long way. I'm going to need to get changed because I need to see exactly. I need to see exactly what I pull off. So there's that 18. There's that 18. And I'll reduce these to 20 each. That way I got 76 out there. Pull 160 plus 75, 80. So 160 plus this 80 is 240. 245, 249 I've pulled off the board. 249 after 2 hits. and I've got 295 out there. So I need another pay hit right here. Staying live, let me. $426. Actually, since I reduced that 6 and 8 down to 18, it's going to take more than one hit. Because I brought in, what I say, 243, 240, 240, and 250 maybe, somewhere in that range, and this pays 21. So that's about 270, 271, something in that range. So I'm just going to do the same bet on that one. Same bet on that one. Because as I say, I got myself in a terrible hole. So I'm going to have to do some battling. Okay. Oh, hey George, I didn't even know you was here. My bad, I didn't see the chat. Okay. Video, audio, great. Okay, thank you. What I did early today, I come on with a live session and I started with 1,000. I wasn't, or after a couple of sessions, so I took a break like I normally would probably do in a casino. So out of my 1,000, I was down 333, so I stopped. I took a break. I went and had to go take care of some stuff, and then a little later on, I started another. I continued with that 667 and tried for a little while longer, and still kept having bad rolls. So I worked myself down and kind of went on tilt, and I got myself down about another 2 or 250, and I was going to call it another break. But then I went on tilt a little bit and decided I just needed to go crazy with it, and I ended up almost losing my complete 1,000. So I went and got another 500 and took another long break. We played a session on Skype a little while ago with some guys, and then I just now started this one back. So I started this one back with the extra 500 marker, and I got all the way down to $2. So now I'm playing for staying alive. And basically what I've been doing, I've been putting 220 on the front, inside, with these 50s on the outside, and just trying to get 2 or 3 hits to stay alive. So now I'm just trying to grind back in and just try to build back up. So that's kind of where I stand. So I have been tracking. I have been tracking from early. So altogether, the last roll made 109 with 7.3 on SOR. So that kind of tells you. That kind of tells you that I've had some pretty bad day with a 7.3 SOR. So 3131 for 4s and 10s. Yeah, might just do that. Just save that and just go with the inside, because now I have got my staying alive money back up. I'm at 76 on the inside, so now I've got my money off the board. So now I'm just going to do, just to continue, try to do a roll and press. That's all I'm trying to do on that one. Six, 5, yo. 6-5, yo. So I've been thinking about I've been trying to think about that rhythm rolling too, and I keep starting it, but then I get confused and I lose track, because I'm just going to have some more practice with that. But I keep getting myself, I want to do it because I want to be able to hit a cycle of all the numbers for this to be able to work. But I keep getting myself sidetracked on how that works. I mean, I start it and it seems like I got it, and then all of a sudden I'll get to it. The dice will come to a certain number and I wouldn't know where to go from there. We got a 6, 2, 8. And I don't think on the 5, 3, 5, 3 set I should be getting a 6. Any hard way set, because I had this 5, 3. That was a 6, 2. I haven't did that yet. 5, 3, 5, 3, and then when I got 5, 3, 5, 3, I should never get that 6. I wouldn't think. In order for that dice to get the 6, it had to do. I don't know if you call that an implosion. No need of worrying about that rhythm rolling right now. Just need to work on mechanics. You're absolutely right. So this pays 21. So I'll just do this. Rack the 21. Take these in and go up to 30 each. Here. There. Well, there's big red, 5, 2, 7. The dice hit and jumped to the left. I don't know if I had them tilted. All right. Well, we're still on staying alive money at this point because, like I said, I went almost all in. Almost all in earlier, and decided I was going to have to kind of grind it back out slowly to get back in the game. So I'm not working any come out. I did that a few times a while ago, but I don't. But I know it's not the thing to do. So I'm just going to stay with the regular weight right here, 10. $10 on the pass, 555 ATS with a $2 any craps, and yep, 220, 2 hits, yep, to get out, yep. Okay, so the single die, no, you're right. If it's a single die implosion or explosion, it doesn't bother. It's just when you get both of them on the same pitch. That's what gets me, because I end up with a 6-1 a lot of times. But that last roll was a 5-2, so that wasn't an implosion or explosion. It was just as you call a one double pitched, I suppose is the way you call that. All right, so nope, not working on the come out, and trying to get 2 inside hits. There's a 3 craps. 3 craps. But that's why I like to play that. $2 on any craps just to help for that $10. Which $10 pass line is not an issue so much. 5-2 was the middle finger. Okay, middle finger. Okay, so maybe I had it down too low. Yeah, I'm glad you're on to be able to see this, because I'm not to the point of being able to call my mistake 314. Okay, we'll go with the 4. Six one thumb pushes, okay. All right. There's that 6-1 again. So I felt like I throwed them pretty good. They bounced a little high. I did get a 6-1, so I lost my staying alive money. But no need in worrying about this since you're here for a moment, if you don't mind. I'm not going to worry about betting. That was just for play. If you don't mind, if you're going to be here for a moment, I'm just going to toss a few. Then that way we can maybe see some of the things that whatever maybe could help me on my mechanics. So we got a 2-3-5 right there. That seemed like that felt pretty good there. So I'm just going to mark numbers. I'm not going to keep up with bets. Just going to mark numbers. And it might sound weird. A lot of times when I'm trying to keep up with bets, it happens a lot just in regular practicing or videos or whatever. When I'm trying to keep up with bets, it just don't seem like I can roll that good. I don't know. Seems like when I'm not trying to keep up with bets and I'm just marking them with just the blue chip, sometimes it seems like it does a lot better. It's 415. Or if we were marking bets, that post should have been on. Not marking bets, I just like marking the points so I know when the points have been made. So that would basically be 2 5s. Four, 2, 6. I guess I need to mark those dice, so I need to take maybe a black marker or something maybe and mark some of the pips. Is that because I do have different color dice, but all these dice that I have that are different color are Amazon dice. And I don't shoot with any of them because of what some of the other guys saying. Now, I mean, I could use them. I did see some comments last week that you were telling someone that to start off with the Amazon dice. These two dice are actually old dice. They did come out of Bally's, so they are real casino dice, but I've had them for a while and they are dull. They need replacing. And Midwest has got, of course, you know the issues that's going on with Sleepy's with that set. But so you think these would be okay to use? You saying? Is that what you're saying? These Amazon dice would be fine. They just don't feel as they're definitely not quite as big as these Bally's dice. but they are definitely sharp. And I've got tons of them. I've got blue and green and red, and I've got a whole bunch of red. They're just not quite as big. So it would be, so you think these would be okay to use, okay? Because these Bally's are bad dull. They are bad dull. So I should get a blue and a red. And does it matter which one goes on the left and the right? It doesn't matter on that point, just as long as it stays the same, I suppose. As long as you keep putting the red and, wait a minute. Okay. I gotta do something different. Okay, so the red are even smaller than the blue. But the green and the blue are the exact same size. So the red, yeah. So if I use green and blue, is that going to mess up the camera, the visibility? If I use the green and blue, because that tells them apart there. The red one is just smaller than the blue, and I don't know what's the difference. All right, dice right. 6, 4, 10. All right, so the green would have been in place of the red. So green was on the right and blue was on the left. So I hit 6, 4 like this. Mark 10. Okay. I'm just going to shoot. And then I ask you this question, then I go. So when I call the dice numbers out, should I call what would normally be the red first? Is that the way I call them? The right die and then the left? Is that the way I call them? We got a 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. I'm going to always call the green one first, I suppose. That's what it is. Left results first. Okay. So blue first. So 3, 1, 4. All right, we got 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 3, 6, 9. We got 3, 6, 9 repeater. Three, 3, hard 6. Dice are out. Didn't hit roll to the back wall. I might get penalized for that, but I've got a 1, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6. I like that story you told us the other day about them calling you and telling you was a dice setter, and if you didn't hit the dice on the back wall, they was not going to let you shoot. Made me think of that just then whenever that didn't hit. Dice are out. 5, 6, yo. 5, 6, yo. But I can tell a huge difference in these dice from these, because when I throw these, it didn't matter where they landed, they was going to bounce and roll. These, when they're hitting, they're like hitting the table and almost sticking right where they're at. All right, here we go. 5, 3, 5, 3 on the set. Dice are out. Big red. We got a 2, 5, 7. 2, 5, 7. Dice are out. 4, 5, 9. 4, 5, 9. I lost track way over here. I don't even know what's going on right here. Except that I should have a 9. So I hit a 7 and a 9. So we'll keep going right there. Middle finger. Slanted, okay. Okay. One, 6. 1, 6. Nope. We got a 6. We got a 6, 1. 6, 1, 7. Refocus here. Refocus here. Five, 3, 5, 3 on the dice set. Dice are out. Four, 5, 9. We got a 4, 5, 9. We go right back like it is. Dice are out. We got 6, 3. 6, 3, 9. If that would make that. Would make that 9. Okay. Starting position was slanted. Okay. Readjusted myself. I think I was going a little too deep starting. I needed to come back inside the pass line bar to grill. We got a 516. Six. Hey, okay, thank you, Rick. Thanks, sir. Thank you, sir. Five, 3, 5, 3 on the grill, on the set. Got a 3-finger grill. Dice her out. Yep. We got 1, 6, 1, 6, 7. 1, 6, 7. I'm not even going to keep up with those numbers in that puck at all anymore. I'm just really just want to focus on just throwing. Okay, here we go. Dice are up. We got AC Deucey. Ace, deuce, 3 crowns. Six, 6, midnight. Too much risk. Okay. So I need to probably go to something of this nature. That way I can keep my wrist pretty straight on the swing. Because this kind of way holding lets me do a lot of extra movement right there. Been kind of debating on that. I've been kind of debating, and I've been trying it a little bit of putting the dice in the starting position of this. Then back and go. But I haven't. I think, as you're saying, too much risk. That might be what I need to do. So let me give that one a couple of tries. Trying to keep that 1 foot backwards also. All right, here we go. I don't know what happened with them dice there. We got a 6-1. We got a 1, 6, 7. But when they hit, they just took off way over that way. That looked like maybe a way I had them tilted. And that could be the difference in of the way I had them to start out right here. So like I said, I've done a lot of practicing with the vertical backs. Okay. Try this. Five, 3. 3, 5. 3, 5, 8. So count is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, I gotta get that timing down. Not getting enough timing in there. got a 9. We got 4, 5, 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I gotta get my timing on this. Okay, cool. Got a 5, 4, 5, 3 dice. And I know you said it's not so much about the set, is it about the mechanics? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, I got a 6, 1, 7. I got a 1, 6. I got a 1, 6, 7. 5, 3. 5, 3. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 2, 5, 7. I don't think I followed through that good that time. I think I followed through it all. Okay. Previous shot was short, so instead of me getting a little more force this way, I'm trying to probably push them through the end. Okay. All right, here we go. 5, 3, 5, 3. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 6. 4, 6. 4, 6, 10. Two, 3. 1, 2, 3. We got 5, 4, 9. 5, 4, 9. Been seeing. It's just going to take me a little bit of time to change up what I got used to, but I see how you do that. Try to get your hands. I don't know if I've got a whole lot of difference, but it just seems so weird for me to try to get my hands like this. It doesn't seem like that one finger wants to come in right. All right, it's not pinched good. Here we go. 5, 3, 5, 3 on the dice there. 3 finger grip. All right. Dice route. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We got 5, 3, 8. 5, 3, 5, 3, 8. 5, 4 axis hit. Okay. That was 3, 5. 3, 5, 8. 3, 4, 7. 3, 4. X left, X equals explosion, X left. Okay, so when I hit this 628, I started with the 5, 3, and it did that number to get the 6. Okay, that's explosion. Okay. I know I hear you calling explosion and implosions a lot, but I haven't got it in my mind to which one it is. I've been trying to get it in my mind. Explosion will be that way on the left dice. Well, so will explosion on the right dice be that way also? Or would explosion be that way on the right dice? Dice left at the different time. Yeah, for the 3, 4, they didn't stick together good. I think I seen them going through the air as you're speaking. There one was a little, maybe. Explosion is when the dice open up. Okay, so if they open up, that's what you mean by opening up. So, explosion, they open this way. I assume that. Am I got that understanding right? Yeah, so the right is one. Yeah, so explosion is when they open up. Okay. So implosion is when they fold in or when they close in. Implosion, explosion is opening, implosion is closing in. Okay. No, I hear you saying them, and sometimes I thought I recognized what they were doing, but then explosion from they fold when they open out. Okay. And see, this right here is definitely going to help me understand a lot by using the 2 different colors. All right, let's get a couple more rows in. All right, we got a 2, 5, 2, 5, 7. 2 to the left, 5 to the right. So let's see what happened with the dice. If it went to 2, it landed there. That one stayed there. So axis double pitch, yeah, okay. Just trying to see. I mean, because you see them numbers so quick, you call them out so quick anytime you see them, and I'm like trying to see what's happening with the dice. All right, here we go. All right, we got 3, 2, 3, 2. 5. Okay. I hope I'm on the right track. I appreciate you. You definitely appreciate a lot of what you're doing and helping me and showing me and telling me, and most definitely appreciate that to the fullest. I definitely want to learn. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got 6, 6. So 6, 6, my left dice would have been an explosion, and my right dice would have been an implosion. I think that's the way I would have called that. Left would have been explosion. Let me see, because it folded out. Right would have been an implosion because it turned in. And a drift, okay? Now drift, is that because I didn't follow through? Is that what you referring to as drift? Six is drift, 11, 1 is also drift, okay, yep, okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got a 5, 2. 5, 2. So 5, 2 was just a double pitch. Double pitch on axis. Follow through, okay. Double pitch on the axis to get a 5-2. And I think I could tell in that last grill, I didn't have, when I put my hand down, I had my thumb kind of bent up. Just didn't seem normal. I don't know if that has any effect on it at all. Maybe or maybe not, I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got 4, 6. 4, 6, 10. So we got implosion of the right dice. Four, 16. All right, here we go. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got 4, 5. 4, 5, 9. One may be ahead of the other. I guess you just would that. Is that what that is? 4, 5 is 9 on the axis, a single pitch. Yeah, one roll ahead of the other. Okay. Okay. We got 2, 6. 2, 6, 8. So again, the right dice did an implosion. Like that. It's on 2, 6. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got a 1, 5, 6. So this time left die did a explosion. Let's see if I'm saying that right. It should have been like that. It was on 1, 6, so that did an explosion. Okay, yep. Left eye did an explosion. Okay. Implosion on the right, implosion on the left. Yep. Okay. how do I, what do I need to, what's causing me for the implosions? Is it the thumb or is it the fingers? I guess a variety of factors could be causing the. Okay, here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got a 5. We got a 1, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6. Dice up. 1, 2, 3. We got a 4, 2, 6. Implosions from follow through mostly and explosions from mostly thumbs. Okay. Okay, so I need to work on my follow through a lot more. Definitely need to work on my follow through. I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong about this, that's 4, 2, 6. But I feel like from what help you have just shown me tonight, from what help you, just from the help you've shown me tonight, I feel like that I'm probably going to get better results in the long run if I go with my dice to the table. Because I feel like that right there is taking the variances of what I can do with that wrist. Now, maybe I'm wrong about that, but just on these few practice throws tonight, that seems to be my conclusion just so far. All right, dice are up. 1, 2, 3. All right, I have a 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 7. 5, 3. Okay. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. 6, 6. We got a 6, 6. Too close to the back wall. Okay. Alright, we got a 6, 3. Oops, 6, 3. That was a 3. 6, 3. 6, 6 is drifter. Okay. That was a 6, 3. That was a 6, 3. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. 4, 4. 4, 4, hard 8. 2, 3. We got 5, 1. 5, 1. Primary, excellent hit. Thank you, sir. 5, 3. I thank you for the for helping me with this, because now it makes a lot more sense when I see your stuff when you're saying implosion, explosions. And now I'm understanding exactly what you mean by that stuff, and it just makes more sense for me to be able to. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm saying. For me to understand the terminology and understand what all that means, it just seems like in my psyche that it's helping me, just because I know what it means, maybe. All right, 5, 3, 5, 3. That's right. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got 3, 6. No, we got 6, 3. So we got 6, 3. 6, 3 now. Yeah, I think out loud. I think out loud and kind of forget that I have people watching. Kind of forget to have people watching, and I get to thinking out loud for sure, no doubt. 5, 3, 5, 3. Nice set. Nice route. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got 4, 1, 5. 4, 1, 5. 4, 1, 5. 1, 2, 3. 5, 5. Or 10. Yep, 4, 1, 5 had a right explosion. Yep, on the hit before 4. Just want to see the 1. 4, 1, yep, 4, 1 right explosion. Wasn't there? Explosion. Aces. No, I didn't have any aces. I had 4, 1, 5 like this. I had the 4, 1, 5, and then the next hit was the 5, 5 or 10. Okay. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. We got a 3, 5. We got a 5, 3. 5, 3. We got 5, 3, 8. 5, 3, 8. So on the axis, single pitch. Oh, okay. I see now. You was calling for aces. Yep. And that shot there was 5, 3, 8. Okay. Dice are out. I got a 5.1, 5.3. I don't know if that mattered, but I noticed it right before I shot. 5.3, 5.3 is my set. That's right. 1, 2, 3. We got 6, 3, 9. 6, 3, 9. Axis 5.3, beautiful Brickland. Yeah, okay, well, thank you, sir. Thank you for the help. This was a, what did I have there? 6.39. So again, I have a explosion of the left. And explosion of the left. You want me to comment on the shots? I probably wouldn't call them right. I'm still trying to learn to call them. I wouldn't know how to call them. I'll try. 5.3, 5.3 on the set. Dice right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We got 2, 2. Hard 4. 2, 2, hard 4. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to comment on them. That seemed like a double pitch. No, on axis. On axis, but I mean, I started them out on 5s, and they ended on 4s. I mean 2s. Is that a double pitch? Or is that just, that's not. I mean, since it was a hard way set and they ended on hard way numbers? Okay. Okay. Random. Okay. 5.3, 5.3, die set. 3-finger grip. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1. 2, 1, 3. We have a see, I already forgot. I have to look at it. It went to a 1, so it did a implosion. So we had the right dice do an implosion. Okay, so you said the 2-2 was a primary hit. Okay. And then that was a craps 3. 2 left, 1 on the right, so it was an explosion. Explosion to the right. Right dice explosion. Okay, dice are up. 1, 2, 3. We got the same number again. The 1, 2. Actually, it's just backwards. The hand before that it was 2, 1. This hand is 1, 2. Explosion. So we have a left eye explosion. like that shot. I like the way those dice left my hand that time. They both, like, they stuck together and they landed together, they bounced together and ended together. And I ended with a 5-5. That one just felt good there. 5-5. Primary hit. 5-5. We got 6-5. We got 5-6. 5-6. Right die. Explosion. Right die. Implosion. Right die. Implosion. To get 5-6 yoke. Get a 5-6 yoke. So now it's just rinse and repeat. Get that foot back in the right place. Get that same grip. That same swing, timing, and release. 5-3, 5-3, dice are out. 1, 2, 3. We got 5-4, 5-4-9. It's a primary hit, but that was a lot of a lucky bounce because I threw them really hard. They bounced off the wall. So yeah, I noticed in this game, skill plays a great part, but you have to have some luck too. That was what I call that, a 5-4-9. So it was a primary hit, but it was more of a luck shot. It was a luck shot because I threw hard. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. Now that one landed a little bit close to the back wall. Results are 3, 6, 9. So I have an explosion of right dice. Explosion of right dice, Matt. Is that correct? Oh, it pointed in, so it's implosion. Okay. Implosion of right dice to get 3, 6, 9. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. They split when they hit. The dice split. We got a 5-3, which is still a primary hit. Primary hit with 5-3, single pitch. 5-3 is a single pitch. Primary hit, single pitch. Implosion. Okay, so that 6 was implosion. Okay. I was calling it explosion. Alright, so primary hit. The last one was a primary hit with a single pitch, but the dice split when it hit, and it caused one to go to the left corner near the bottom. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That come out good, I think. That felt pretty good. They come out together. They might have hit a little close. We got 4-5, primary hit, 4-5-9. Primary hit. Secondary hit. Primaries on your set or hard weights. Oh, okay. So this is a secondary hit with a single pitch. Secondary hit. Okay. Primary hit. Okay. primary hit is on my hardware set is a hardware number. I see. Okay. Secondary hit right here. This also will be a secondary hit, correct? Because my primary will be a hardware. So secondary hit. Okay. 5353. Nice set. 3-finger grip. Nice route. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 5. 3. 3, 5, 8. 3, 5, 8. So it's the secondary hit, single pitch. 3, 5. Nice route. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We got aces. Aces. Drill. Snake eyes. Snake eyes. Do from drift. 5, 3. 5, 3. Nice route. 1, 2, 3. 6, 4, 10. 6, 4, 10. Explosion. Interaction with the right wall on the snake eyes, on the aces. Nice route. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right, we got a 1. We got a 3, 1, 4. 3, 1, 4. Five, 3, it turned to a 1. That's an explosion of the dice there. I might still not have that terminology right for me to get that 3, 1, 4. That one did. I think that's an explosion. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. All right. 2, 2. We got 6, 2, 8. 6, 2, 8. Which is explosion. 5-3 on the dice set. Dice route. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Aces. Aces in both places. Now you're interpreting the results. I hope this is enough for now. I have to jump into the... Yeah, no problem at all, sir. I appreciate you hanging out with me and helping me with everything. I sure am grateful for your time and your help. I'll catch you later, sir. You have a good day. I'm pretty sure it's day for you. It's way past bedtime for me, so I appreciate your help, sir. No doubt. I'm going to give it a few more shots, and talk with you later, George. I appreciate it. Nice route. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we have a 6, 1, 7. 6, 1, 7, which is explosion. Explosion. Both dice explosion. Pretty sure. Pushed him with my thumb. Hey, Rick, thanks for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate you for hanging out with me. It was definitely a good lesson, and it's definitely a good lesson for anybody that will put the time in and have someone like George to sit back and observe and then be able to tell me and help me. I've been shooting at this table for quite a while throughout the day with chips, trying to build bankrolls and try to make money. But, that I do just a lot better. It seems like a lot better results when I don't focus on all that chips, that money. I'm not focused on that. And so, yeah, he was sitting back and helping pointing stuff out. But, yeah, Rick, I appreciate you hanging out with me, buddy. And you have a good one. And I know I got a couple more. It might be a couple more folks out there watching and hanging out. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And appreciate everybody hanging out. I don't know who else is out there. Only George and Rick was commented there a little bit. Somebody else looks like they might be out there. But yeah, guys, so if y'all been hanging out and absolutely, Rick. Absolutely. Everybody's willing to help because this is not a competition between us. Yeah, for this past week, we had a fun competition with a tournament, and it was great. Man, I loved it. I actually had a second chance because it was supposed to be a single elimination, but by default, there was an open spot. So after I lost my first round, it come down to where I was entered into the second round, just like I said, by default. But yeah, you're right. This is Scraps Nation, and people's willing to help, and that's what I love about this group too. All right, Rick, I appreciate you hanging out, buddy. I'll talk to you tomorrow because I'm going to get a few more shots in, and I'm going to sleep on these on this lesson I was able to obtain tonight. and try it again tomorrow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That dice seems like they come out good. We have a 6-4, which is a can't remember. I have to look at them. For the 6, it's an explosion. So an explosion of the left dice. Explosion of the left. All right, let me look at something. If I get a 6 on the left dice, it's an explosion. If I get a 6 on the right dice, it's an implosion. All right, I just got to try to see if I can remember that. Left dice 6 is explosion. Right dice 6 is implosion. Okay. Dice roll. 5, 3, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We got a 2, 1. 2, 1. So a right dice 6 was an implosion, so a right dice 1 is an explosion. So we got an explosion of the right dice. Explosion of the right dice. It goes out, explosion. Alright, we'll see if we can't get a couple of okay, Rick, later guy. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, sir. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. Got a 1, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6. Inside hit. Inside hit. Okay, so it did this. So the left die to get a 6, it's an explosion, and a 1 is an implosion. Left die, 6 is explosion, and 6 is implosion on the right. So a 1 on the left die is an implosion, and a 1 on the right die is an explosion. Okay. I know how to more or less interpret them now as George was speaking. All right. That's right. Five, 3, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent inside hits. Now, when George come on and I noticed him on, and I put the bedding to the side and started just taking a little bit of shots and letting him interpret for me, I was getting a whole bunch of just random numbers. But if anybody's been following along, I was getting a lot of 7s. After he come on, I've got a few 7s throughout through here, but it was more or less earlier. I've been getting a lot of inside hits. All right, 5, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. That shot was pretty. That shot was beautiful. 3, 3 hard 6. The swing was great. The land was great. The results was perfect. Primary hit. Excellent. If I can repeat those, I will be where I need to be. 1, 2, 3. Primary hit, no. It's an outside hit, 6-4. It's not a secondary hit. Yeah, that might be a secondary hit. No, it's not a secondary. It's an off-axis hit, but it's a explosion. Yes, explosion of the left dice. Explosion of the left dice, but it's still a great hit. I like that shot. One, two, three. 5, 3, 8. Secondary hit. Excellent. 5, 3, 8. 5, 3, 8. Excellent. Excellent hit. It was a single pitch because 5, 3. That's 5, 5 set. 5, 3 result. So it's a single pitch, secondary hit. Single pitch, secondary hit. All right, now that I'm interpreting the results, I'm going to practice this. I'm going to continue to practice to where I can interpret the results as quickly and process them as quickly as George. So it's not just about interpreting the results. As he says, you have to know what to do to fix it when you're not getting the results you want. All right, 5, 3, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3. I like that hit. I like that shot. Everything was good until they hit the wall, until they hit the landing zone, and then they went to spreading to the left for some reason. But the shot was still good. We have a 1, 3, 4 outside hit. We do have an implosion on the left dice. An implosion. The dice turned that way. Implosion on the left dice. Secondary hit. Secondary on axis hit. Excellent. Secondary on axis hit. Excellent. 5, 3 was a single pitch. Single pitch. 5, 3. 5, 3. Secondary hit again. Now I'm not going to call that one an excellent shot because the dice did not hit and roll and bounce as they should, but I had an excellent a secondary result, a secondary on axis result. 5, 3, 5, 3 single pitch. I mean, yeah, 5, 3, 5, 3 single pitch. Secondary on axis hit. I had a great result, even though the throw was not good. So dice are out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That was pretty good. They hit a little hard and bounced though. We got a 5, 1. Right dice did explosion. An explosion on the right die. Make sure I look at that. Yep, explosion on the right eye. Hey, what's up, Ted? I'm just throwing a little bit of dice, and George has been on with me for a little while, helping me. George, yeah, Ted. I am up late. You know, the bad thing is I'm supposed to take my wife on like a 9-hour drive in the morning, taking her to pick up some stuff for her business in my with my truck and tow trailer. And here it is. 12:35 at night, and I'm still out here shooting dice, and gonna have to get up in about 5 or 6 hours to do a 9-hour drive. So hey, yeah, it's just this game, man. I can't put it down. You know, it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like I can't put the game down. But hey, George was on earlier. I guess after he woke up, he seen that I was practicing, and he's come on and been a great help for me, just in 30 or 45 minutes that he stayed on, and he's been an excellent, great help. He's showed me so much in a little bit of time, and now I have to practice, because I feel like just in what he showed me has given me some better results just in a quick amount of time. I mean, in a short, I don't know, I'm probably not saying that to where you're understanding it the way I'm trying to express it. So he's been talking to me about implosions, explosions, double pitch, primary hit, secondary hits. He's been going over. He's been watching my throw, and then he's been telling me, he's been showing me and talking with me about, you know, that terminology and a little bit of how to correct it and things to that nature. So I'm really looking forward to practicing and letting him see them again. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I have a ace, deuce, 3, which I think that was going to be the left dice. It was going to be an explosion, because I had a 5-3. The left dice was an implosion. So, yeah, George, he definitely is. I have to agree with you, Ted. He definitely is. He is so humble, and he will help. He will help anyone that you know, that he will help anyone. And, you know, and this group. If me and Rick was just speaking about this just a few minutes ago before you come on. Rick said that's why he likes this group so much, is because people are out here to help. And I said, man, absolutely, because so far none of you guys that let us new rookies jump in here, nobody that participates in this group. Now, I said that participates in this group. I don't know everybody in the group that's members of the group, because some of them don't participate. But I'm saying that you older, you veterans, you guys that started this, that's been around, you guys that participate in here have helped us all in a lot of ways. You know, you do a lot. You have shown me several things just from the few talks that we've had, and I know you've passed on a lot of information to other guys as well. Yeah. Well, you're probably right, Ted, because he probably is doing a lot that people don't know about, because I don't know a lot about what he does, but I do know that he is definitely here, and he definitely will work with anyone and help them, and you know, so you saying that you're not part of the original Craps Nation group? You say you're fairly new. I'm going to take another couple of shots and we'll chat a little bit, but I've been on here for quite a while. 1, 2, 3. I got a 5, 2, 7. Now that's the first 7 I've had in at least huge. It's been 20 or 20. I quit counting. It's been a long time. Oh yeah, he's definitely. I understand. I think you're right. He is definitely all about the group. He is definitely all about the group. I don't know everybody that was members of Crap Nations before you guys opened up the doors to allow. Yeah. So okay. So you've only been 6 or 8 months. And the Craps Nation group is what, a year old, year and a half at the most? It only started in 19, right? So you've only been here for the majority of 20 and just a little bit early in late 19? Yeah. Yeah, I just hit the 527, and that would have been on Axis. Let's see, I hit a 527. It was on Axis, but it was a double pitch. So, what did he say about the double pitch? It was probably a lot to do with the 6-1 would have been the thumb, but I think this 5-7 would have been a double pitch, maybe from the ring finger, index finger. Nice route. We've got 4, 2. We got 2, 4, 6, which would be a secondary hit on axis hit. Yep. Got a couple people jumped on here all of a sudden. I don't know who's out there. It looks like a couple people's on watching live. One, two, three. There's a 639, which is in a implosion. Is that an implosion on the right dice? No, it's an explosion of the right dice. So an explosion of the right dice. No problem. It was an inside hit. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more tosses, guys. And then I'm going. That's a 369. So that would be an implosion of the right dice. Let's see if I said that right. Implosion. Yep. So see, I had a 639. That'd be an implosion of the right dice. So yeah, it's been on helping me for a little bit. Earlier, I was doing a bunch of practicing with money chips, trying to build bank rows and this type of stuff. And I was having no success tonight in bank rows. Actually went down pretty far. But I was using one strategy, and it was just the same thing over and over and over. And then when George finally come on, I put the bankroll to the side and just started to toss so he could help correct some of the things I'm doing wrong. I've had a great time out here. I've been out here for a while though. 1, 2, 3. We have a 3-2-5, which would be a secondary on axis hit, or 2-3-5. I was on with Sleepy and Clay, Scott, Pat, Louie. Who else? There was few they were shooting, and I jumped on with them for a little while, and then, but it didn't last too long. They had quit just after. I only had one roll, and then by the time it made it back around to Sleepy, he shot, and then I still had a couple more. Sam I Am was on. There was it was quite a few people, and they had already been shooting by the time I tuned in, so I'd missed a lot of the match or a lot of the practice. And by the time they got done, by the time it made it back around to Sleepy, that might have been his second or third round. They had all had time to call it. So I just went on and started going right here for some practice. I about done wore myself out now. About done got myself sleepy and tired and wore out. I'm gonna give it 3 more shots. See if I can get 3 hits. 3 more hits. That's a crouch 3. Deuce 2, 1, 3. That wouldn't be a hit. That wouldn't be a hurt neither. 5, 3. So that was a 5. That was an explosion on the right dice. All right, 5, 3, 5, 3. 3-finger grip, dice right. 1, 2, 3. We got a 6, 3, 9. Explosion of the right dice. Inside hit. Dice 5, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6, 3, 9 again. So that would be the same thing. Explosion of the right dice. But that's 2 for 3 on the inside hits. I said I was going to get 3 more hits. The word you were looking for earlier is addictive. Craps have to have liked your different types of addiction. Gambling, what most people think of. Yep. 2, the love of the game, and I'm right there with you on this one. Yep. You are absolutely 100% right with that word. It is. You are absolutely 100% correct. The love of the game, the addiction. Yep. And if I was fortunate enough for the COVID that I have not been furloughed at all. My company had a lot of furloughs, but I was fortunate enough on the position that I have that I worked all the way through. But if I did not work all the way through, and I had some time furloughed, I already put 6, 7 hours a day with working full time. A lot of evenings. I'm not gonna say 6 or 7 on weekdays, but a lot of times I'll put 4 or 5 in. So with a furlough, I could just imagine I would probably be doing it for 20 hours a day. Because yeah, you're right, addictive, no doubt about it. It's just a challenge, it's a challenge. It's like I'm determined that I'm going to succeed with this stuff. So it's like a challenge. So it's like every time I 7 out, I'm like, oh no, I cannot have that. And if I get 30 rows before 7, and then I'm like trying to beat that 30. I'm like trying to beat that 7, beat the last one I had. So it's like I'm competing against myself, but in a sense, I want to get better at it. I'm most for sure, as what you said, the number one goal of it at the casino is to win money. I'm not at the casino drinking and trying to have no good time out here gambling. I'm not out there trying to put money and chips on the table and be drinking and have my mind altered with some alcohol. I go to the casino. I want to be razor sharp at this game. I want to have my brain working and functioning properly, and I want to know how to bet. I want to know the best way. I feel like is if I'm going to lose the money on the table, I might as well be the one that is throwing these dice, because that's just the way I feel about it. Playing craps for a little over a year and a half. Well, I've been playing craps for several years, but I have never understood these layouts. I always knew what the pass line was, and I always knew some place bets, but I did not know what to come in. I knew what the field numbers were. I had no idea what don't pass. I had no idea about don't come. I knew what a hard ways did, but I had no idea about all this other stuff. I had no idea about C&Es. I didn't know anything about hedging. I didn't know anything about lays. I didn't know anything about buys. I knew nothing about odds. I had no idea about that. Nothing up until February, up until January. But I've played the game for several years. But all I knew, this was my idea of the game. You had to have a huge amount of money to be able to play this game. Because all the people that stand around and play it, I always seen all kind of chips spread all over the board, and I seen them throwing big money out there, but I never understood how in the world can somebody afford to put 440 out there? How can somebody afford to put, 880 out there or whatever? I couldn't. Only thing I did, $5 on the pass line, and I thought you either just had to be real lucky or you just had to have a lot of money. That's all I really knew about it. I didn't understand all the other that is into it. Never even heard. I've been going to casinos. I'm from Mississippi, of course. The Tunica, Mississippi is my locals. It's about 2.5 hours from me. That place opened up in the middle to late 90s, 95, 96, 97, something in that area. I was in my early 20s at that point in time, 22, something like that, 23. So I was age legal. I'd been to Biloxi a few times before that, but not much. But the Tunica casinos was, where I seen this game, and I played it a lot for years. But I never knew anything about all these strategies. I never knew nothing about hedging bets. I definitely knew nothing about any kind of dice influence or dice control. Knew nothing about any of that up until January. I was in Vegas. My job actually allows me to travel to between LA and Vegas. I go back and forth. I fly into one of them two airports and fly out of the other generally when I go. And I usually go at least 3, if not 4 times a year. Sometimes more than that, but at the minimum 3 to 4 times a year for sure. And I've been doing that for the past 2 years. The job I have now, I travel a lot for my company. We have factories. We have factories in North Carolina, and we have factories in California. And 2 years ago, actually, I've been traveling for about 3 years. 2 years ago, we opened up something in New York, and we tried something for a year in New York, but it didn't actually. It didn't turn out to be profitable enough, so the company shut that one down. But I work for a manufacturing company called United Furniture. We build living room furniture. and we sell all lines of furniture. We sell dining room, living room, bedroom, but we don't manufacture all the case good, all the wood products. We only manufacture the sofas, the recliners, your chairs, your ottomans, that type of stuff, upholstered furniture. And my job is I'm an inventory control manager. So I'm always mixed in with reconciling and doing different things for accounting and different, I do a lot of training. I do a lot of training. I do a lot of PowerPoint presentations and training between, say, like IT and shipping personnel. I'll go in and help streamline some procedures from one department through IT, and then I'll translate it. I'll go take it back to, say, the shipping department personnel, and I'll take the training out to all the different people. Good with working with wood was because back in the middle 90s, well, always back from the time I was in junior high school and high school, I was into the booming, subwoofing, stereo amplifying type music in the pickups and the cars and stuff, and so back from the time I was in junior high and could pick a saw up, I started building speaker boxes and hooking up electronics and all that type of stuff for all the local kids around town. And so I always had a good knack with saws and measurements. Math was always my subject, so geometry and algebras and all that type of stuff. It's just it was just like natural for me to do for measurements and for figuring stuff out for like geometry and all. So the woodworking situation, like I said, come in a little bit with the speaker boxing and the different things of that sort as a junior high and high school kid. And then by the time I got out of that, I did a lot of carpenter work. I went to work with a buddy of mine, and he's passed away now, but his grandfather actually started a carpenter business back in the early 1950s, and the grandfather was in his late 70s, in the 90s when I went to work with him, but he was still able to climb up on roofs and nail shingles on, and he was 72, 75 years old doing that stuff. And grandson, which his name was Gary, he taught me a whole lot of stuff about carpenter work, building houses. We would do them from inside out. He did subcontract a few of the things out as far as like the electrical parts and the plumbing parts. He would subcontract that out. But as far as like all your sheetrock finishing, all your sheetrock hanging, all your we even poured concrete. We went in and did shingling. We did pretty much the whole house. So, and I worked for him for like 3 or 4 years. So I learned quite a bit about carpenter work through him. But furniture business has been that's my area. Like back in the middle 80s to the middle 90s, well, before that, but up until about the NAFTA and all that stuff come in, my area, Mississippi, Northeast Mississippi, was the furniture manufacturing capital, I'd say, area of the world. I mean, that just in the town, the old town where I got chili from Old Town, the little town that I'm from, that I grew up and graduated from high school and lived in most of my whole life, is Okolona. That's where I got the Old Town from. Okolona had at one time, back in the early 90s, late 80s, they had over 30 furniture factories in the town, in the one town. And the town is not but 3,000 people. So, that it was, like I said, that one town in Okolona, it was, like I said, that area. But yeah, so furniture has been part of all my life. I mean, it's just what's in our area. But yeah, so furniture factories and construction work, that's what the majority of my life Yeah. Yeah, we can talk for a while. Sometimes I talk too much, Ted. Sometimes it's hard to get me to stop. But I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm pretty flexible at my job, so I'm kind of fortunate for my position because I do a lot of work. Basically, I'm pretty much on call 24/7 because I work with a lot of the shipping department, and there's your drivers are picking up trailers all hours of the night sometimes, and 7 days a week. And there's times that some paperwork or some bills or some seals or different things that goes for the trailers will be wrong. And in Mississippi alone, we have 8 buildings, 8 warehouses spread out over 4 cities right here in about 60-mile radius from each other. Well, maybe 75 miles. In a 70-mile radius, or 75-mile radius of 4 cities right here, we have 8 different warehouses. And my particular job, as I mentioned, inventory control manager, I'm really actually over all the finished good line. So we have 8 buildings in Mississippi, we have 7 in North Carolina, and we've got 1 in California. And we had tried that in New York 2 years ago, and it lasted a year. I'm over all the warehouses. I'm over the whole finished good line. And as I mentioned earlier, we got finished goods, we got case goods, and we have imported furniture. I'm not so much as over the imported line or the case good line, but I'm over the finished good line. The finished goods, which is all finished goods is all the goods that we manufacture here in our local facilities. We do buy all the case goods; they come from Vietnam, and all the imports. We had an imported line coming from China, but we're not taking a whole lot more of that. But anyway, yeah. So I could be on call 24/7 because sometimes I have to go to one of these 8 buildings here in Mississippi any day of the week, any night after bed hours, and I'm always working Saturdays and Sundays. So I do a lot of work from home. But yeah, you're right. I do got to get to bed. I'm gonna throw this one more shot. I'm gonna see if I can't hit a hard way. Since I'm throwing a hard way shot, a hard way set, I should be able to hit a hard way at primary number. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, no primary number. 617. 617. All right, Ted. It's been nice talking to you, buddy. I appreciate you hanging out. With me. I'm going to call it a night right here. I'm going to end this stream, and I'm going to get some rest. Take her on her trip tomorrow. Pick her stuff up, and get back in time to probably play all night long. All right, Ted. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you tomorrow, my friend. And good night. It shows like 2 people out there. I don't know if there's a second person on the call or not. But you know, as addictive as this game is, I can't go out with hitting no 617 as my last shot. No way I can do that. So I'll try that again. That's right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, same results. 4-3. 7. Still can't have that. Not having no going out with a 7 type situation. 5-3, 5-3 on the dice. 1, 2, 3. Now that felt a little better. I felt a lot better. I think I wasn't following through. We got a 5, 4, 9, secondary hit. All right, so I can live with a 9. I'll talk with you tomorrow, Ted. I appreciate you hanging out. All right, dice are out.